We got to do the same thing for Charlamagne, man. You know, that boy put his time in this city. Grinded very hard. He's also put on a lot of people. Changed the morning show landscape because we're always just talking about people when we want to tear them down and we want to rip them down. We got to really sometimes just give it the way it is. You know.
The truth.
Yes. That, you know, what he has built for himself and for other people is amazing. Shout out to Wendy Williams. You know, he came out of that camp. He figured it out. He got fired. He went out of town. He came back. You know, sometimes we got to give our people our accolades. And once again, let's be clear, it's later on in his career that we're looking at this right now. So I'm talking about some people who have put in a lot of good work and positive work and you know. But now we got to say he, you know, see the God was in there when Jay was saying, we're past kneeling. You know, Jay-Z knew why the NFL was reaching out to him. All of us, I got shunned. I was called every name in the book for talking about Jay-Z with that particular situation.
Yep.
My bosses at the time and different people, hey, Jay called over and said, just give him a chance. I think he said 6 months. I always knew in 6 months that that's not going to resonate the same way if it's a mistake. And whatever it was, you know, Jay-Z, like I said, 9 out of the 10 things I love about you, bro. The Colin Kaepernick thing was a real slice below the belt, and that wasn't for your people. Mm-mm. And you try to make people believe it was for your people, and that's why you're getting the target flack, Jay. That's why you're getting the target flack, because you and your team have always tried to camouflage that you're helping with that situation, because you have helped. Listen, Meek, prison reform, you know, countless people he's put on, countless artists they have put through that Rock Nation system to sell records, show them the system. Once again, 9 out of 10 things I like about him. But, and I'll be honest, if you want to chop Colin Kaepernick off at the knees, just say it, man. That's why this thing is real questionable it's not questionable anymore, Jay. It's not questionable anymore, to be honest. It's like you cut his knees off because some way or how the NFL spoke to you or you made your way to them and you knew whatever bag that you were taking was going to neutralize Colin. You knew that. You're smarter than that. But it's okay if you want to take it. Take it, my brother. Take it, but wear it, man. That's all, because that's why this all gets weird. If you're saying something about him, he gets upset. His team gets upset because we see through the jokes. And listen, it's a good jokes, bro. I ain't knocking your jokes. I'm just saying it came at the expense of Colin Kaepernick, and we saw you. Facts. Not you and your team made personal calls to air personalities to make sure how they spun it. So he was with Colin in the beginning, but when you smelt the bag, and I hate to say this, my brother, but this is how it works. You was with Colin, wearing the jersey with him, phone calling him and everything. Mm-hmm. Y'all was communicating. Mm-hmm. And you either got a call, a whiff, that the NFL wants to talk to you. Somewhere in there, you made a decision. Jukes. But it's okay. Brooklyn. I understand it. You a hustler. I understand you, bro. But I keep it a buck, man. Most Brooklyn and hustlers, they just say what it is, man. I'm going to get that money. That's what the part you're not saying, Jay-Z. I'm going to get that money. Once again, I like 9 out of the 10 things that Jay-Z does. This one is just a subject matter that's been coming up, and we talking about it. Now, we're not going to fast forward. We're going to keep moving. Then we get Leonard in there. Leonard, what's his name?
McKeevy?
No, it's cool. Don't diss him. Let's see the guard.
Yeah.
He's at this press conference. And to be honest, you know, once again, your accomplishments are great, my brother. But see the guard, you made your name off the street, and everybody that believes in you on that World Star World, online, you know, the grind, everybody from the street. That's where you made your name. So then when you get up into some press conference in the NFL and you start stuttering, looking stupid, you know, That ain't an act, because now that we learn after academics has exposed you that this is a prior partnership that y'all did. And the problem is with the both of y'all is you're duping the public. That's the part in here. So you thought it was okay for Jay to say we're past kneeling and everything else. You sat there, you didn't say nothing. You could tell people behind the scenes what you said got edited out. We don't believe you. It's cool. And to be honest, his name's Charlamagne, I'm gonna tell you why you did that. And I'm gonna turn the music down. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people don't understand why you did that. I'm gonna tell you why. You stood outside of New York, in North Carolina, your whole life. I think you did a little time in Philly. And you looked down at this city, and you were amazed by it. You want to come here. And you wanted to skip the line. And you thought, let me get next to Jay-Z. I mean, you rode his corn knob every chance you got, bro. Every chance you got. You rode his pepper, and you got his mayonnaise all over your face. Every chance you got. You know why? Because you was looking for validation from a New York cat. You wanted validation. And what you did not realize, Charlamagne, is that boy Jay-Z right there, you ain't smarter than him. He's hustler from Brooklyn. You ain't never gonna outsmart him.
Ever.
And I know, Charlamagne, you was at your dinner table. Jay-Z really likes me. He likes my opinion. You was wearing that dirty Rock Nation hat I don't know how many days in a row. I thought it was a uniform. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm not taking away from your accomplishments and what you do for people. But I'm saying you were a groupie with that Jay-Z. And you know something? We're going to keep it a buck today. You know, us from New York, see, you thought us falling back on Jay, you could just jump in and put his knob all over your nose, right? And put his eggnog all in your mouth.